Uh,
It doesn't have to be very accurate, but something.
yeah, I get the gist of
H
it.
A N D. All right. So the next thing here is to label from left to right. Why this is the most difficult? That's just true. It just seems the most difficult thing for most students. Left to right. Um, can you give me a segment from left to right?
Like D and N or
Yeah, that's a good one. D to
okay.
N is good. What's another one from left to right?
A to H.
So that's right to left.
Oh, then yeah, H to A then.
H to A. Okay.
N to A, would that work?
Yeah, and it's just which one is more left. It's
Yeah.
it's,
And
it's
D and H.
D to H, yeah. Okay. Now the next thing we need is the slope, and that's why the order matters. So from, for example, from D to H is down and then right. Down and then right. How much down, how much right is that?
That's down. That's down 7 into the right one.
The down 7, that's -7, right 1.
Yeah.
Okay. And I actually put that in the wrong spot here. Sorry about that. All right. So how about from 8 to A? So this time it's up, up certain amount, and then right a bunch.
Yeah.
What is that?
That would be 12 to the left and down 2.
It's got to be left to right, left
Or
to right.
right,
That's why
right,
this one.
right, right, 2.
So it's up and down. It's always rise first. So rise up 2,
Right,
and then
12.
the right 12. Now we do
Okay.
want to simplify that, but we'll come back to that in a moment.
Can I
Um,
get this down really quick?
I'm sorry.
Let me just get this down really
Sure.
quick.
Yeah, 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 of course.
Okay, I'm good now.
All right, so now from D to N, give me the slope from D to N, which is another rise over run. It has to be left to right, rise over run.
It'd be 2 and third or 2 and 14.
So are you trying to count on mine or are you counting yourself? What or
Well, I just
subtracting?
I just try to look from H to A and then like look at it. It would be 1, 2. Okay, 2 and 12 then.
Yeah, it's 2 over 12.
Yeah.
Do the same thing for N to A.
Okay. It'd be 1 and 6.
How much down's got to be rise over run.
Down 6,
Okay.
and then right 1.
All right, so go back to D to H and double check that that is the correct amount.
E to H.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be what, 6, -6 and
Yeah,
1.
it's down 6 and right
Oh, it
1.
was
Okay.
-7. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Very good. Now, to do the distance between the points,
Yeah.
the shortcut here is it's the square root of each of these numbers.
Okay. Yeah, it's
2
like that
squared.
formula again, or
Well, it's the distance formula, but there's a shortcut to doing this where you just use these numbers here. And we can talk about why at some point, but it's the positive numbers. You don't even care about the negatives. So
Yeah.
more importantly, though, is like what makes this a parallelogram, right?
That they're they have congruent like sides, like D and N and H and A are congruent with their slope. Is that would that be right?
Yes. Yeah. So there's I'm going to grab a couple of reference sheets here for us to look at. See if I got the other one. I don't know why I don't have it up. Okay. Quadrilaterals two. Okay. So let me snip in something and then we'll have a little dialogue here on this, or maybe it'll be a monologue. But um, a quadrilateral is a four-sided shape.
Yeah.
Okay. And the divisions the divisions here, whether you go left, down, or right, is the number of parallel sides. So parallelograms have two sets of parallel sides.
Yeah.
Okay. Trapezoids have one set of parallel sides. Kites have no sets or no parallel sides. Okay.
Okay.
And why is that important? Well, your
It looks
slopes,
like it has parallel sides though.
well, this is a parallelogram. They're telling you for sure. If the slopes are the same, that's how you know that they're parallel.
Okay.
So if these are the same, then you know that they're parallel. All right.
Okay.
That's kind of the first thing that you're looking for here.
Yeah. Got it.
Now, if it's a parallelogram, it could be a rectangle, a rhombus, or a square. You'll get to that at some point in this course, um, maybe this week. But you got to be really careful with how many sets of parallel sides you have. Okay, and
Okay.
this has two, so you know it's a parallelogram. What it also means is that this top up here is congruent to the bottom, the left is congruent to the right.
Okay. Got it.
Is that so that's what's required for parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel and they're congruent.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me quickly look for some new problems here for us to do. Um, and then we'll continue this kind of theme of what we're doing with this coordinate geometry stuff.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see if I can find some. Okay, so let's look at a new quadrilateral. I can say for sure this is a quadrilateral because it has four sides. I'd like you to make a brief sketch of this, please,
Okay.
on your paper.
And then do you just want to like me to tell you what shape I got or
No, I'm gonna graph it as well. I just want you
okay,
to graph it first.
got it.
A little participation.
Yeah. Okay, I got
You got
we got
something
it
down? Okay.
to do.
All right, so here we go. Here's what I've got down, and I'm going to
Yep,
frame
that's
this a
what
little.
I got.
So A is over here. Actually, let me grab the right a different color here. A, B, C, and D. So kind of just looking at this, does it look like it's a parallelogram?
It does, yeah.
Guys, but we're not sure. We want to make sure. So give me the four segments, again, going from left to right, left to right.
Um, B to C,
Okay.
A to D, B to A, and C to D.
So left to right. I mean, you're still not somehow following this. B to A is not left to right.
Oh, that would it be A to B?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And it's weird, but if this is and this is me being really particular because it really does help you doing the rest of this and other things. What's the other segment that you're missing here?
D and C.
D to C. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and find the slope of each of these, please, but don't reduce it. Just find the un.
Yeah. B to C. And you want me to count like the slope of it?
Yep. Rise over the run.
Oh,
Rise over the run.
okay. Do you want me to count all the little tick marks? Or
No.
just
I
oh okay.
mean,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
seven.
Yeah,
No,
yeah, okay, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so for B to C, I got 4 and 3.
But it's going down.
So 3 and 4. 3 and 4.
Nope.
No.
Rise over run. If
Oh,
rise,
4 and -3.
okay, the run is always to the right. The rise is either up or down. Up is positive, down is negative.
Um,
So let's try again. Otherwise, you got to use the slope formula, which
yeah,
is kind of unnecessary here.
yeah.
Down is negative, up is positive.
And what is to the side also just positive?
Right is always positive.
Yeah. Okay.
Always. Yeah. So what's the slope?
4 -3.
No,
No.
you're telling me we just said when it goes to the right, it's positive. So why are you telling me -3? Like, what's the disconnect?
It's going down.
So down is negative. So that up or down, that top number, that rise, which is weird because you think of rising as going up, but that's the notation they use. If it's down, that number is negative.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so
Wait,
try
so
again here.
so confused.
Why
But
don't
is
you
it
what
going down 3?
uh it is, but that I need the right numerical value in this.
-3 and 4?
Yes, -3 over
Oh,
4.
okay.
Okay, anything else you say isn't really correct. So that's why I'm being so particular here. Okay, how about from A to D?
A to D would be um, -4 and 4.
So
Or
you're saying it's down 4 and right 4.
1, 2. Oh no, sorry. -3 and 4.
Yes. Okay. Now we kind of expect that because it kind of looked like AD is parallel to BC.
Yeah.
So we kind of expect those to be the same. So these are now parallel. That's good. That's what we want.
Yeah.
All right, what's the slope from A to B?
Slope to A to B would be 1, 5 and 1 or
5
1 and
over 1. Okay,
yeah.
good.
And
And how
then
about from D to C?
D to C would be the same thing, 5 and 1.
5 over 1. Good. So now because these match, that means they're parallel.
Yes.
Okay. And that's what makes a parallelogram. Opposite sides are parallel. It's also nice to show that opposite sides are congruent. I don't know if your teacher's emphasizing that, but that would also be nice to have or to think about. All right,
Yeah.
let me find another one here so we can find something else. Okay, so this one is graphed and let's take a look at this one. All right. So there are 4 segments here, A to B,
Yeah.
okay, left to right, A to D, B to C, and D to C. Give me the slope of any of these, please.
Okay.
And you can just assume it's by 1.
Okay. Um, A to is that A to B, right?
Yes, A to B.
Okay. A to B would be one. It would be 4 and 2.
You got to say 4 over 2,
4 over 2.
4 over 2. Good. Keep going.
A and D would be -4 and 2.
Okay.
Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. B to C would be B to C would be 2 and then -4.
Like this, 2 over
Yeah.
-4.
Yeah.
Okay, that's impossible because the run is always positive. The bottom number is always positive.
Oh.
So that's impossible.
So it would be 4 or -4 and 2.
You got to say it -4 over 2. The
Okay,
order
-4
matters.
over
Yep.
2.
Good. All right. B to C.
And D to C would be 4 and 2, right? 4
So
over 2, 4 over 2.
4 divided by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The do you see any of the slopes are the same?
Yeah. A to D is the same, B to C is the same, D and C is the same as A to B. Or,
Okay, so that means they're parallel. What about the other ones?
and D to C and A to B are equivalent
Very
to.
good. All right. So we don't have a ton of time here for this one. Actually, let me see if I can find where it's already graphed. All right, here we go. So at first glance, what do you think this is? What name would you give this shape?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Okay, that's fine. Let's find the slope AD, BC, CB, and then AB. Why don't you find all those slopes for us, please?
Okay. AD would be 6 over 3.
Okay.
DC would be DC would be 5 or -2/5.
Okay, good catch on that. All right, keep going. C to B.
C to B would be it'd be 6 and 3. Or no, it wouldn't. Sorry. I got 7/3 or -7/3 for C to B.
It's -6/3. Maybe it's just tough to count. I don't know.
Yeah.
Last one there, A to B.
And then A to B is then I got -2 and 11.
All right. Are any of these slopes the same?
Nope. Or nope. Yeah.
They have to be exactly the same. So there are no parallel lines here,
Yeah.
which means it could be a kite, but it is not. You'll get to that at some point later on. Okay. If you have someone